The city of Charlotte, North Carolina is the setting for our broadcast tonight. And isn't the view magnificent? Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Giannis.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freak's points come in the paint. Giannis said, I can already do a lot of damage, basically without a jump shot. Just driving, making plays, and free throws. When that jump shot comes, it's going to be a problem for a lot of players in this league. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. Clark, when you have two teams that are this athletic, what type of game you think you're going to see?
Well, you know what? Sometimes it can lead to guys trying to do too much, but when it's at its best with this kind of athleticism on display, I think you're going to see a high-octane, fun game.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hornets, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Bridges. And it's Graham in at the two guard. Now, here's Bridges.
Stay there.
6 to shoot. And the rejection by Giannis. Bledsoe against Rozier. Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Here's Lopez, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
For the Hornets, they come into this one following a loss to the Raptors in Toronto. Lopez with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Matthews, accurate with a jumper from the elbow. And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. 4-point game. First quarter, just over a minute played. That shot off. Great D that time from Middleton. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I absolutely love how Antetokounmpo just has a winning mindset. Consistent. This guy is looking to go all the way to the basket. Has to be devastating trying to stop this guy if you're on defense.
Here's Graham following the bucket by the Bucks. Pass to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Rozier for 3. No good. Shot missing. The Bucks go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
Now here's Middleton. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Drains the three-pointer. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points so far. The Hornets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Graham. He's covered by Matthews. To the middle. Here's Rozier. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with Greg, I think, a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Outside Matthews. Now the pass to Middleton. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Cody Zeller.
You know, sometimes all you can do is knock Middleton around, be physical with him, and hope the shot doesn't go in. I mean, he's got a long, expansive reach and a nice soft touch inside, and that presents problems for the defense.
The Bucks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And that one falls for Middleton.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy two-guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Rozier looking around. In the corner, it's Bridges. Passes it to Zeller. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Giannis.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Oh!
Big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Hornets trail by 10. Rozier with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side. When you watch the Hornets play, you can expect a very controlled game.
Yeah, you know, they don't push too much and make silly mistakes. Fantastic when it comes to minimizing turnovers, controlling the pace. They've been one of the best teams at keeping turnovers down since 2014.
And the Bucks making a change here. Hill's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Right around the halfway mark, and some players starting to feel a little bit beat up, taking those bumps and bruises. Is it hard to decide which injuries to play through versus the ones that make you sit and miss a game?
You know, I don't think so. If you're a younger player, it may be a little more difficult, but as you've spent time in the league, you know your body. You understand what's an ache and a pain and something you can play with, or an injury that really hampers you. So I think as you mature in the league, it becomes much easier to know what's an injury and what's something that you can work through.
That word tolerance becomes pretty important, doesn't it?
Yeah, and everybody's a little different in that regard, Kevin. Some guys have a high tolerance, others have a low or moderate. But again, it's about knowing your body.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That'll be his second foul of the game. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Zeller. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Graham defending. And Matthews kicks to Middleton. Over Washington. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Hornets trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bridges passes to Graham. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Hornets keep it alive. Here's Washington, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Now here is Hill, coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. Here's Giannis. Good, the assist goes to Hill. And it's 9 points for Giannis.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Bucks. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, there's the Hornets. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And, for the Hornets, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
Well, now let's check out the rookies shooting the highest percentage over the last 10 games. A very competent group of young men right now. You look at Washington, a great player, second in the league. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now Rozier. Lopez covering. Back to Hernan Gomez. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Brook Lopez. He's had an impressive second half of the season. He's getting around 8 points a game, 9 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Here's Rozier. He has 5. It's stolen by Hill. And Middleton kicks to Matthews. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. First in scoring, second in blocks, and he's third in the league in rebounding. Just a tremendous motor. He is always in pursuit of the ball.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And that one falls for Middleton.
And James Borrego, in his second year as head coach, wants an offense that relies on quick decision-making. They are looking to attack defenses early.
And, that kind of offense, Greg, is one that's not easy to put into place. You've got to trust the players, and the players have to trust each other, and the players have to make good decisions. It's a steep learning curve, but I really think it's the ideal way to play once you get it all ironed out.
Now, here's Rozier. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Washington. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
Another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Clark, any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines, and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories, but I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
And so it's Charlotte with it. They trail by 14. Hill against Rozier. Here's the teardrop. Rebound, Milwaukee. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Now, here's Rozier. Following the miss by Brook Lopez. And the rejection by Giannis. Over in the corner, Matthews. Bucks passing it around. Low block shot on the way. And it's Antetokounmpo with the bucket inside. Antetokounmpo's got 11.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the Hornets call time here. And Clark with Giannis, you could see the change in his demeanor last year. You know, he knew he was unguardable when he was on the floor.
Well, guys, you know you're special when you can say nobody can stop me, and the general consensus is you're right. I mean, I can't think of any player in the NBA that's really suited to guard Giannis with his blend of speed and strength and ball skills. That guy handles the ball exceptionally well for a big man.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Biyombo is checked in for Washington. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's Malik Monk in for Rozier. The Bucks also changing it up. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Korver in for Wesley Matthews. Here's Bacon. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Monk. They could use a bucket. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Korver for 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Hornets. 19-point game. And there's the pass to Monk. There's Bacon. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now, here is Hill. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Antetokounmpo dishes to Ilyasova. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. And the Bucks lead by 18.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And so here's Charlotte after the basket by Milwaukee. Batum passes to Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And, Kevin, that's exactly why you can't give Monk a lane to the bucket. I mean, he explodes towards the rim to throw it down with real vigor.
Now, here is Hill. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Batum passes to Monk. It's stolen by Hill. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And here's a look at some numbers for Antetokounmpo.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Passes to Bacon. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Ilyasova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Ilyasova. Scored the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Monk, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul. Robin Lopez is checked in for Brook Lopez. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Hill. Knocked away. Lopez with the steal. Batum against Korver. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Korver.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Monk with the ball. Now defended by Korver. Tries yet again. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Milwaukee. Charlotte shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys. But it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. Mark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 26 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And don't forget about the 4 blocks. Just a big all-around game, particularly on the defensive side. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And here is Monk. After Kyle Korver hitting the 3, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Batum inside the 3-point line. Diambo, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Yes, that goes in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now, Antetokounmpo, 11 points in the game. It's Hill on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
And the rejection by Giannis.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
But they get it back. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Bacon. Then it's Cody Zeller. And there's Monk. And it's Batum in at the shooting guard. And it's Batum with the ball. Bringing it up for Charlotte. Pass to Zeller. Kicks to Monk. Shot clock at 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Bacon's shot is off.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Korver against Batum. Feeds to Zeller. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Cody Zeller, his level of activity is really contagious. I mean, that's what I love about his game. Excellent hustler on both ends of the floor. And he does a lot of good work just by staying active.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Zeller and his activity, you see it on the glass as well.
Yeah, you look at Zeller, and he's a guy who really doesn't do anything great, guys, but he does everything really well. And to have a big guy like that is really valuable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Wesley Matthews subbed in for Kyle Korver. Now here's Middleton. He had 13 points in the win against Oklahoma City. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. Now Rozier, following the three-point attempt by Eric Bledsoe. Rozier kicks to Graham. From past the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Showing the amber light has not yet come on in his fuel tank, Williams. You got to respect his athleticism.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Bledsoe against Rozier. Down low. And Zeller kicks to Bridges. And the 3 off target. Milwaukee's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Pass to Middleton. Fires for 3. He's off on that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Graham. Hornets now working with the new shot clock. Shoots the 3. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive.
You know, while Eric Bledsoe isn't a 20-point-per-game scorer like he was in Phoenix, you could argue that he's a more effective player since coming to Milwaukee. His efficiency is at a career-high level.
The Bucks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. The first one falls.
And the key for Bledsoe, like it is for most players, is staying motivated and engaged. I mean, he's a big player for this team, an important player for this team.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte. Over in the corner, Zeller. 5 to shoot. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. And that one drops for him. The Bucks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Bledsoe kicks to Matthews. Back to Bledsoe. Here's Lopez. The Hornets pull it in. Fast break now for Charlotte. Took him no time at all on that one. Graham's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Hornets.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Lopez left side. Puts it up from 17. Goes up again. Middleton up and in on the layup. Middleton's got 6 points.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Milwaukee has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Bledsoe against Rozier. Middleton for 3. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Clark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And here is Ilyasova. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Boy, you look at the skill set and size of Middleton. Hard for any defense to match up against. Just so creative in how he draws contacts and gets himself to the line.
And that one falls for Middleton.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Middleton hits them both. Here's Rozier. 7 points in the game. The pass to Bridges. Now Zeller. Six to shoot. Pass to Rozier. Over Bledsoe. The rebound by the Bucks.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Bledsoe with it. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Here's Rozier. Pass to Washington. 6 on the shot clock. Up top, Graham. Shoots from 12. Tries again. And it's Washington missing. Milwaukee in total control. Matthews into the lane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Matthews strong and confident. Able to finish through tough defense there.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That is his first foul of the game. Hernangomez is checked in for the Hornets. The Bucks also with the sub. Hill's checked in. Here's Graham, guarded by Bledsoe, and he lays in the alley-oop.
Still just scratching the surface, polishing his game. Bridges' best basketball is ahead of him.
Hill looking around and stolen by Zeller. One-on-one fast break. And the dunk by Graham.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And that one, good. 6 points for Miles Bridges.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now Hill. Bledsoe left side. The 3. Hernangomez grabs the miss. Hernangomez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Charlotte making a switch here. Monk's checked in. Giannis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Pass to Zeller. He kicks it to Monk. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That shot missing. Excellent D there from Hill. Bucks leading by 22. Here's Bledsoe. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
First free throw is good. A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
That's an excellent starting list. Outside Hill. Tries it from 19, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Commendable awareness by Hill, noticing the defense was sagging off of him as the pass was coming, and then just squaring up and knocking it down.
Charlotte shooting just 34% from the floor. Graham surveying the floor. The pass to Hernangomez. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here is Hill. And Bledsoe now top of the key. Shoots over Graham, and there's Bledsoe on the assist by Hill. Hill's got 3 assists in the game. And for the Hornets, they're shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. The Hornets have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. First one falls for them. And the Bucks making a change here. Korver's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 22. Outside Hill. Now here's Korver, and here's Giannis from outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points in the game. Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
No luck that time either.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Lopez. Drops it in from 11 feet. Lopez has got 8 points.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home. Extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
Charlotte shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Here's Graham. Guarded by Korver. Monk, no one around him. Cans it from downtown. He's got 5.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
We've got 1:08 left here in the second. Lopez left side. Shoots over Biyombo. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Graham with the bucket.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. The Hornets have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts. And he makes the first. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Williams, he's checked in for Ilyasova. And so he hits both. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here is Antetokounmpo. 25 points in the game. The 3 from Korver. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Hernan Gomez has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Passes it to Bacon. Inside, here's Biyombo. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And, Greg, that kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's at the quarter-century mark, 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebound, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Miss you.
Yeah. So big. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 25 points, 5 block shots, and 5 assists. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
We're seeing the Giannis effect. First player to ever finish in the top 20 in all 5 major statistical categories. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? It doesn't speak for his overall impact, but I just want to tell you that's impressive.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the point.
An effective floor spacer. Matthews, certainly a guy that can really light it up from downtown.
Pass to Zeller. He kicks to Graham. High arcing shot, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that one falls for Graham. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Bucks leading by 21. On the wing, Giannis. Here's Matthews. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for 1 more at the line.
Much respect to Matthews for his focus. I mean, you can't tie this guy down. I mean, he's excellent at scoring through contact.
And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in.
1 shot.
You know, Wes Matthews plays with that chip and edge that comes from not being drafted. He's a quality player now, and I think that edge has served him well throughout his career.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Washington. To the right side. Clock at 4. Rozier the pass to Graham. From deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Giannis on the follow.
And the activity of the Greek Freak around the bucket. I mean, this guy just does not quit. Relentless. Really knows how to finish with authority after misses come his way. Wow.
Now here's Zeller. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's Matthews on the wing. Graham defending. And the dunk by Lopez.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
And so it's Charlotte with it. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Floats one. Lopez grabs the board.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
The offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
Here's Graham. Following the bucket by the Bucks. Stolen by Bledsoe. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
So it's the Hornets now after the basket by Milwaukee. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Great positioning on the putback.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Graham. He's got 17. Good D by Matthews.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Bledsoe. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Lopez dishes to Giannis. Over Zeller. Lopez, no luck. The Hornets have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive. Just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
Rozier against Bledsoe. Outside Matthews. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Matthews. The Bucks working the ball around. For 3, Middleton. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Graham. He's covered by Matthews. Passes it to Graham. This one for 3. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Bledsoe against Rozier. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Lets it go from deep. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Graham with the ball. He's covered by Matthews. Matthews with the steal. Giannis high post. Pass to Middleton from 13. That one goes in. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Here's Rozier following the basket by Chris Middleton.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball. Two.
And the first one drops. And the Hornets making a change here. Batum's checked in. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Ilyasova in for Antetokounmpo. That one is no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Ilyasova passes to Middleton, finds himself wide open and drills it. Middleton's got 15 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Bridges following the basket by Chris Middleton. Bridges passes to Zeller. Down to 5 on the shot clock and stolen by Ilyasova. Middleton on the wing from deep. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now, here's Rozier. 8 points for him. Back to Zeller. 3 on the clock. The fadeaway. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biyombo is checked in for Cody Zeller. Hernan Gomez comes in for Washington. Wayne Bacon's checked in for Bridges. And it's Malik Monk in for Terry Rozier. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Hill's checked in. To the paint, here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
For Charlotte, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Batum scanning the floor. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Batum's got his first bucket in this one.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Now here is Hill. He's guarded closely. For 3, Middleton. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The shot's good from Bacon.
Love the unselfishness of Monk there. I mean, love seeing him find the open man.
Here's Hill. Middleton outside. Inside. Here's Ilyasova. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That will be foul number 5 on him. A different look for Milwaukee. Williams comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Korver in for Matthews. For Charlotte, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Batum against Korver. Outside, Batum buries the long-range jumper. 8 points for Malik Monk.
And Monk has excellent timing on the catch and shoot. Takes no time in getting it off once he catches the ball.
Well, there are some guys that just look to score, Clark, whenever they can. And Malik Monk is one of those players.
Yeah, he's an electrifying offensive player. And he reminds me a little bit of the dynamic and it seems like ageless Jamal Crawford with his ability to score in bunches. Not saying that he ignores his teammates or anything like that. It's just that he's a scorer, and when he's on the court, that's what he's thinking about doing.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Here's Batum following the bucket by the Bucks.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Here's Hill. He's got 6. Pass to Williams. Now here's Lopez. Back to Williams. There's the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
And over time, Williams has really tightened up his 3-point shot. He's a legitimate threat from this area now.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Hornets. There's the pass to Monk. .129 left here in the third quarter. Shoots from the baseline. Here's Biyombo, and that one is good. Biyombo's got his second basket of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Korver. Outside Williams. Takes the 3. The shot that time, not on target. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
DJ Wilson, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Batum. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Bucks shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Passes to Williams. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Goes up, rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Charlotte has gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Baseline Shea on the way. Pass to Bacon. Another shot. They get it back. Hernangomez. And he can't bank that one in. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. Back to the action after this word. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Chile. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Bacon. And it's Martin in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Here's Connaughton. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
and he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Good on the bucket. Sheely's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Charlotte. Here's Connaughton. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame career.
So it's the Hornets now. Here's Sheely. Pass to Biyombo. Here's Bacon. The rebound by the Bucks. Wilson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Connaughton. Tipped away and out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Zeller, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Here's Sheely. Outside Martin. And the pass to Bacon. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
right.
A number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, a former number 2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
First free throw is good. And like many big men in the league, Clark, as he's aged, Marvin Williams has relied more on his outside shooting.
You know, he's been in the league a long time, guys, but when he first came in back in the mid-2000s, there was less emphasis on forwards being able to shoot the ball from outside. Give him a lot of credit for adjusting to the league and honing a shot that has always been a skill that's been part of his package. He can knock down the deep shot now.
Here's Bacon. Outside Martin. Just 5 to shoot. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. Zeller with it. Passes it to Martin. Clock at 6. Here's Bacon. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Here's Connaughton. Clark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner, widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you. And here are the Hornets now after Kyle Korver hitting the three. And it's Martin penetrating. The putback. Here's Zeller. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Connaughton to the middle. Here's Wilson. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bacon the pass to Shealy. Now here's Zeller. He's covered by Brown. The shot by Zeller, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Brown kicks to Connaughton. The three. Hornets with the rebound. Here's Bacon. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. Clark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's an outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media. So they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually. But on occasion, it does get a little carried away.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
He's perfect from the line this time. Charlotte's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Shealy, the pass to Bacon. Here's Shealy. He's guarded by Williams. Shealy with the bucket. Shealy's got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Korver passes to Brown. Over Martin. And it's Brown missing. Charlotte shooting a meager 37% for the game. It's not going to go for him. Korver with the defensive effort. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Connaughton. Outside Korver. There's the triple. Good on the triple.
Yeah, you got to chase Korver off that three-point line. When he's in that comfort zone, expect him to knock it down.
Shealy surveying the D. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic,
Wow.
because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
And he's good on the second. And the Bucks with possession here. Now Korver, pass to Connaughton. Brown outside. Back to Connaughton. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Wilson, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Chile. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Zeller, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And a look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And he knocks down the first one. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right, right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Now, here is Martin. Outside Martin. Pass to Hernangomez. Over Williams. And again, the Hornets missing.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
And so here's Charlotte after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Hernangomez. The feed to Zeller. Back to Hernangomez. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Cody Zeller. And for Sterling Brown, he is still developing, but you can see, Clark, where he can be valuable.
I love his game. Watched him a lot when he was at SMU, guys, and he's got all the tools you want on the defensive end. His strength, his activity, his savvy. The offensive side, still a work in progress, but he's got skills there, too. And
he can't hit the second. Clark, when you think of athleticism, specific. Talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
The first free throw is good. And so Zeller nails both of them. And the Bucks with possession here. Now the pass to Williams. Brown outside. Pass to Wilson. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Martin, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Outside Hill. Pass to Brown. The tray. They get it again. Wilson the pass to Williams. Over Hernan Gomez. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, you got to do better than that if you're defending Williams in that situation, because he's good at playing through contact.
Here's Cheely. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Martin. Now Hernan Gomez. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions. And the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
The shot by Wilson, no good. Charlotte's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Here's Cheely following the bucket by the Bucks. Outside Martin. The dish now to Zeller. Stolen by Wilson. Williams passes to Connaughton. The Bucks working the ball around. For 3, Hill. Hornets with the rebound. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Martin missing. Outside Hill. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out in transition, trying to get defensive stops. And everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.